Hello, everyone. So, shall we start the class? All good? All here? Okay, so I think people will be joining. No worries.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So, let me start the class. So, guys, today's class is very important. As I told you yesterday as well, it is on the literature search. And everyone must know how to search the literature correctly from the databases. Online literature. I mean, when you type in the Google, you will see millions of the results, but out of those millions, how I will get my content for my research paper, for my writing, how will I get it? That will be, learned in today's class. And to take the today's class, we have with us Dr. Siddheesh Rajpurohit. Siddheesh Rajpurohit is PhD in gastroenterology from Kasturba Medical College, Manipal, and he is a fine researcher. He has done multiple research projects and published 10 plus papers in Scopus indexed and high impact factor journals. So he has a great knowledge on the subject and the literature search. So guys, we should not delay, and we will hand over the mic to Dr. Siddheesh Rajpurohit, hand over the session to Dr. Siddheesh Rajpurohit, and we'll be there. I'll be attending his session as well, and we will have a discussion at the end as well if you have any questions. I don't think that you will be having a lot of questions after this session because he is very crystal clear in literature search and he will be telling you all about the literature search. Okay, so without getting delayed, over to Dr. Siddheesh Rajpurohit. Dr. Siddheesh, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir, for inviting me. So let me share my screen first with you all. So please give me a quick note if you can see my screen.
Yes, this.
Shall we proceed now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So I welcome you all to in this module number 3. So overall, let me give you a brief part for the literature search. So literature search plays an important role in research, whether you are writing a simple review article or systematic review or a meta-analysis. So to give you a touch of systematic or meta-analysis, such type of work takes around 3 to 6 months. Systematic review itself will take around 3 to 4 months and meta will take around 4 to 6 months. So why it is? Can someone answer me why this paper takes around 3 to 6 months? Any guesses for you all? Anyone?
So you need to study a background of research.
Okay, that is true. But if you are working on meta-analysis, why paper is taking around 3 to 6 months? Not just like a month for a simple review article. It is because of the literature search and data extraction. So suppose you are planning a meta-analysis of 6 months. So out of 6 months, 3 to 4 months will be occupied only with the data extraction and database searching. So for you, we have planned a separate class on the same. So let's proceed first with the literature search. Also, please do take next few minutes to take or grab your laptop or open this class in your mobile and work on laptop so it can be a proper hands-on training. Please be active in today's class. So I want you to be a perfect or good in literature search so you can perform the proper research part. So overall, you can't write or plan a review article or systematic or meta-analysis if you don't know how to do a proper literature search. So please be active in today's session. So a scientific literature is the principal medium for communication the results of scientific research. And it comprises scholarly publications that report original or theoretical work in the various domains. It doesn't matter from which domain you belong to, whether it's the life sciences, medical sciences, or engineering. You can work on your respective fields, publish a paper, and be a part of a scientific literature. Now, we have few types of scientific literature. The most common being is primary literature and secondary literature. So what is primary literature? Publication that report the results of original scientific research. It includes what? Your journal paper, your thesis, your conference paper. The next part, what we have is the secondary literature. So it includes publications that synthesize and condense that what we all know already. So what it include? It include your review articles, your textbooks and handbooks. So you might have written any review article during your UG, PG days. So what we do, we gather multiple papers and we condense the same into a single paper. That is how you wrote the review article. So for the same, I put two examples for you. So I need your active participation for answering such questions. So let me mark it for your reference. Suppose this is A and suppose this is B. So A is what? Primary or secondary literature? Any guesses? Just make a thumb rule. For the primary literature, it is what? Publication that report the result of original scientific research. Secondary is what? Synthesize and condense what is known to us already. So the A part is what?
A will be secondary.
A is secondary. Okay, what about B?
Sir, B will be primary.
What about others then?
Sir, first one is primary, sir. Second one could be secondary, sir.
Okay. So let's focus on this image first. So the first thing first, what we have is the review article. So review article is like what? We search multiple papers and what we do in the end, we condense into a single paper. So it is what? A secondary literature. So A will be your secondary literature. What about the second image? This is your original article. So it is like what? A primary research. I hope this part is clear. Any doubt? Just make a thumb rule. Just make a thumb rule like publication that report the result of original scientific research. That is primary. Secondary is what? Synthesize and condensation of what we all know already. That is your secondary. Include review article, your textbooks, your small handbooks, what you all carry, even your manuals, what you usually carry in your workplaces. The second thing, the next thing what we have is a peer-reviewed or gray literature. So peer-reviewed is a work done by the scholars that represent the latest original research in the field. Such work will undergo expert screening, or in a simple term, will undergo a proper review process by the expert in the field. So what they will do, they will read your paper, they will put a comment over it, and they will send it back to you. Now, three options you will get afterwards, whether a paper is accepted, rejected, or required multiple revisions. That will be your peer-reviewed literature. In short, it is what? Your paper is undergoing a proper reviewing procedure with the help of experts in the field. The next thing what we have is the gray literature. So gray literature refers to a material that is not formally published by the peer-reviewed journal. So how to differentiate between these two terms? If your paper underwent a proper review process by the subject's expert in the field, that will be your peer-reviewed. If not, it will be your gray literature. So let me give you a few examples out of it. Suppose you are writing a paper, your review article or your any paper on you're working on. After writing a paper, you will try to submit it in some journal. Make a thumb rule, always go for Scopus Index journals for good impact factors on your profile. So what you will do, you will log in into the journal submission website. So if you are submitting a new paper, you will go to the submit new manuscript and you will submit your title page, cover page, manuscripts, table, figure, everything, whatever they are asking. Further, as soon as you click on submit my paper or submission approval you have provided, your paper will come in submission being processed over here. Now, once you submit your paper, multiple options will come with a time. Suppose I just click on submit my paper. The first thing what it will come like paper submitted to journal. Next, it will change to with editor. Then it will change to under review. Then you will get your decision in the hand. Decision will be in three forms: accept, reject, or required revisions. Suppose you got acceptance or rejection, your paper will come where? Submission with a decision. Simple. Now suppose your paper got few correction to work upon by the reviewers. So your paper will come where? In the revision section. So once you do all the corrections as requested by the reviewers, then you will submit it back. Then your paper will appear in revision being processed. So with the next image, I can show you how submission being processed and revision being processed look like. So once you click on it, either of the one option, submission being processed or submission being revised, this screen will come in front of you. So this contains what? An action link. If you click on it, you will get multiple options like mail to an editor, mail to a chief of editor, or to see your paper, what you have given, or to check your reference management, everything over there. So once you submit your paper, journal will provide one manuscript ID number to your paper. It will come over here. So this is my paper. I have to blank. I have to hide some things for the ethical reasons. And here your title will come, your paper title, and it will show your status and the current status. It is under review. Under review is like what? It indicates that my paper is with the subject experts of my field. They are evaluating my paper. This is what under review indicates. Now, the most commonly used website by all of us, that is Wikipedia. We all have used it multiple times during our UG days, PG days, school days. So this is what? A gray literature. Why? Can someone tell me why Wikipedia comes under the gray literature, not the peer reviewed?
Because anyone can edit the information what is been there in Wikipedia.
Oh, okay. So in Wikipedia, this is a gray literature because this is not the reviewed content, what we are learning. This content might be wrong. So that's why Wikipedia provide an option to edit the content. Let me put my marker. So Wikipedia is providing the option to edit the content because this is not a peer reviewed content. It might be wrong, it might be correct. So if you think this is something wrong, then you can click on edit. Wikipedia will trace your IP address and then you can edit the same. Now, let me put one more example for you all, and I need answers from all of you. This is your slide share. So can anyone tell me the slide share is what? A peer reviewed or a gray literature?
It is an peer reviewed one.
Peer reviewed. What about others?
Gray literature.
What about others?
It's a gray literature.
It's a peer reviewed. Okay. So
Sir,
all are going with peer
I
review?
don't know.
No worries. Okay.
Slide share is that one is the own preparation by the individual candidate. Sir.
Okay. Others? Okay. So let me answer it. Slide share, Wikipedia comes under gray literature. Even a UG people can prepare a PPT and they can upload the same in the slide share. Nobody is checking it. Nobody is reviewing it. So this comes under gray literature. I hope your doubts are clear now. If the content is available online without any peer review, without any corrections, then this comes under gray literature. We all have seen how this paper went under review, how it's coming back to us with corrections, with all the suggestions. But if I go and upload this PPT, this current PPT to the slide share, nobody will comment it back. And it becomes like a gray literature. If paper is undergoing a proper literature or review process, then it is what? A peer reviewed. If not, then a gray literature. Any doubts till now for this part?
No, sir.
Others?
No, sir.
If you want, you can access your chat box option also. Perfectly fine. Okay. The next thing what we have is to define a clinical question effectively. So this is what some researchers will write PICO only. They will just skip this S part. They just write PICO, but in the end, S will also come. So P is like what? Population or problem, what you are trying to resolve. I is what? Intervention. It can be a drug or investigation or any intervention of your choice. The C, what we have is the comparison or control. It can be a placebo or can be a proper treatment, what you all follow. O is like what? Outcomes, what you expect with the same drug, with the intervention or with the control part. S is what the study design, what type of study you are planning to take in your analysis. So let's work up with an example for the same. So I will give you one outline. I want you to help me for the Picos part. Suppose I'm having a liver cirrhosis patient. Liver patients will develop portal hypertension and then they will develop multiple complications like ascites, edema, renal failure, multiple complications will be there. To decrease that portal hypertension, we use beta blockers. What we use? We use beta blocker. The two commonly used drugs are propranolol and carvedilol. So please be active for this question because we are following the same for the upcoming hands-on training also. We are taking liver cirrhosis patients. They have portal hypertension and it will lead to the multiple other complications like ascites, esophageal varices, GI bleed, pedal edema, renal damage, and multiple complications. So to treat the portal hypertension, we use beta blockers. The most commonly used drug is the propranolol and followed by carvedilol. Now I want to check which drug is much better, whether this is propranolol or carvedilol. So I need to frame Pico once to do my meta-analysis. So what will be the P? Can someone tell me? Anyone? P is like what? Your patient or population. Don't forget.
Okay.
Let me repeat it back to you. P is like population or patient. I means intervention. C means comparison or control group. O means outcome. S means study design. What study you will take. So what will be the Pico for our meta-analysis, what we are planning today? I am taking liver cirrhosis patient with portal hypertension and it will be treated by commonly used by two drugs, propranolol and carvedilol. I want to check which drug is much better, whether this is propranolol or carvedilol. So I want to plan a meta-analysis. So to proceed with the same, I need to frame a Pico once. So what will be my Pico? Can someone tell me what will be my P over here? Okay, Purvashan is correct. Answer is correct. Jolin is correct. Bhavna is correct. Perfectly fine. So P will be is like what? Sorry. Okay. So P will be what? I think someone is speaking in between. They can unmute themselves.
I think someone's mic. I cannot see who is this, but please keep on your mics only when you are answering the question, please.
Okay, so for our section, some people answer very fine correctly. So P will be like our what patients what we are taking. That is liver cirrhosis. We are taking liver cirrhosis. Now the next part what we have is the intervention. Now we are using two drugs in our meta-analysis. One is carvedilol, second is propranolol. It's up to you what you want to take in intervention group. Suppose I am taking propranolol in my intervention group. The next part what we have is the C, that is C means control or. So what we can put up here, carvedilol, because I'm dealing with only two drugs, that is
who is this? I'm not able to identify. Guys, please put off your mics. I think Pooja, your mic, your voice is not clearly coming. I think you have some network problem. Please keep off your mics. Pooja, your voice is not clear.
The host can mute all the mics for some time.
Okay, let me. Okay, so I'll put all the participants on mute for some time. Once the class is over, then we can ask the questions. Okay. Please go ahead, Dr. Siddheesh. Please go ahead, Dr. Siddheesh, open your mics and go ahead.
For other people, please, you can use your chat box option for any, in case of any options or any answers. So for our PICO thing, our P is like what? Liver cirrhosis patient. I is like intervention. We have two drugs here. One is we have propranolol and we have carvedilol. It's up to you what you want to take in intervention. So let's suppose we are taking propranolol in the intervention group and I'm taking Carca in the comparative or control group. Then we have the outcome. So what outcome I am wishing? I want my patient's HRQL to be improved. I want my patient complications to be decreased. I want decrease in ascites. I want decrease in GI bleed. I want, suppose, decrease in overall mortality. And as will be like study type, for the meta-analysis, try to go always with RCTs. So I will take here RCTs only for my PICO. So any doubt for this PICO part, what we are following over here? Any doubts? You can access your chat box option. Others? Okay, perfectly fine. So I think we can proceed. So I hope you all are ready with your laptop. Keep this class on your mobile. Use your laptop for the hands-on training part. So we can learn properly with it all together. So let me stop my sharing once. Okay, so I hope you guys can see my screen properly now. So the first thing first, what we usually do is like we do a Google search for our review article. That is not a way of writing a research paper, but we still do our Google search. So let's go to the Google Scholar. First thing first, what we usually do for our daily practice. So I hope you all can follow me. Why we have to go for RCTs? Because RCT have a good impact on meta-analysis. That's why. You can go with case reports and other type of studies also, but prefer to go with RCTs. That is good for meta-analysis. Or if you want, you can go with case control, or if you want, you can go with observational studies also. There is no limitation for meta-analysis. But to be impactful, always go with RCTs. Okay, so I hope you all can see my screen properly now. We are using Google Scholar once. So in Google Scholar, how it works like a very basic Google thing. Suppose I'm writing liver cirrhosis and beta blocker. What drug we are using? That's it. Now we put enter. I got my results over here. The biggest drawback of Google Scholar is like I'm not allowed to put Boolean terms. So what is Boolean terms? And or. That part we will discuss in PubMed and Embase search. So with a Google search, I've got around multiple studies. We have multiple sections over here. Now, how to put filter over here? Now, in the left of the screen or in your screen, you can see we have timeline over here. Suppose I want my meta-analysis to be from the last 5 years. So what I can do, click on custom range, write 2023, and you can take any year like that. We can take 2019 and click on search option. So you will get all the studies between these two timelines. That's it. And it will remove all other studies from the year of 14, 15, 16, 17. Now, further by on, we can notice we have a great deviation in our study line. So what we can do, we can sort by date. So what it will come, it will give me in the descending order. So 2023, 23, 23, 23, and it will so go on up to 2019, what we have put the normal range. This is how you have to use your Google Scholar option to search literature. Now we have here one more type, that is review articles and any type. So if you are working on a review article, you can directly go for Google search and right click on review articles, you will get all the review articles in the search options only. But it's a different thing because we have to shift the same to our Excel for our data extraction part also. So as such, don't prefer Google Scholar for any kind of search. I will tell you how to make a proper search. So any doubt for Google Scholar search part? Anyone? I hope you all are practicing with me. Google Scholar is a very easy to go. Go to Google Scholar, then what you have to do? Just go and search Google Scholar. It will come. Click on first option. You will get such a nice screen on your desktop. Right, liver cirrhosis. We are following the same PICO what we planned initially. Right, liver cirrhosis and beta blocker. Click on search. You will get all the studies in your screen. Now suppose I want studies from 2019 only. Click on say 2019. Or suppose you are planning a meta-analysis for last 20 years. So what we can do, go to a custom range, put 2010 or put 2023 for your meta-analysis. Put on search, you will get all the studies in your screen. But it will not show me what type of article we are taking because we are targeting for RCT. If you can recall my Picos, I put as the RCT. So I want only RCT now. But here I'm getting all kind of studies. I'm getting meta-analysis, I'm getting a review article, again a review article, again a review article. So I have to search a lot for this part. The biggest drawback of Google Scholar, not allowing me to put more Boolean terms. Any doubts for Google Scholar part? Any doubts? Others?
Guys, Google Scholar is a basic search engine, very basic search engine. Okay, it is not having the advanced search strategies. Remember that. Okay, Google search engine, Google Scholar, for especially for the scientific community, is not having any kind of advanced search engines. What do we usually have in PubMed? Okay, so here still, Google has filtered out this, Google Scholar for scientists. Like here, you will not get, millions of the results, which will include the website and, unreviewed things, or maybe which can be edited easily by anyone. Okay, so here you will get all published data, whether it is from the reviewed papers, reviewed journals, or maybe sometimes non-reviewed journals also. But here you will get only scientific data. Okay, from the Google search engine, they came up with the Google Scholar, where you will not get the which is not required, like websites or other things you will not get here. Okay, here you will get all the scientific data, but still this is not having the advanced search strategies. Okay, so those things will be covered now in the in the upcoming class. Right now, I mean in the upcoming slides and upcoming hands-on, Dr. Siddheesh will take you through the entire PubMed with advanced search strategies, but still you must know how to search the literature from the Google Scholar. Okay, go ahead, guys. Go ahead, please, Dr. Siddheesh.
Okay. So the next thing what we have is the PubMed. So I hope you all can work on it with me. So are we on the same page? Yes or no? Others? Please try to practice with me so you can be a good in research literature search. Perfectly fine. So click on PubMed. You will get a big screen on your laptop. Okay. Next thing what we have to do is like go to the advanced. Can you see this option over here? This. Click on the advanced option. So you will get a such screen in your, let me remove this last search. Okay. So this is how you will get now. I hope you are getting such screen in your laptop. Okay. Now the next thing, if you can recall our Pico, what we were doing, we were taking liver cirrhosis patient. So liver cirrhosis patient can be written as in the different terms that we have to follow. So we have to use two Boolean terms, that is OR and AND. Always remember, we have two Boolean terms. In short, we have three Boolean terms. Let me write those first. That is capital, write capital letters only, OR. This is your first Boolean terms. The next thing what we have is the AND. This is your second Boolean term. Later, what we have is the NOT, not. This is your three Boolean terms. Now we will see how to use this Boolean terms first. Suppose we are writing first about the liver cirrhosis. So liver cirrhosis. Now, sometimes during the diagnosis, we use multiple terms for the liver cirrhosis. It can be compensate cirrhosis, it can be decompensate cirrhosis. So in research articles, we use different terms, but for the same disease. So how to write or search liver cirrhosis for our paper, we will use Boolean terms. Suppose the first broad term is liver cirrhosis. I will put one code that is OR. I will write compensated cirrhosis, or let's write compensate cirrhosis. It is also known as decompensate cirrhosis. I hope till now everything is fine with you all. So I'm using OR over here. This is our Boolean term. This indicate I am happy to have all the articles title with either liver cirrhosis, compensate cirrhosis, or decompensate cirrhosis. So it will give me a broad research articles. So next part, click on add, go to search, down click, add to history. Now I got around more than 1 lakh results of papers. The next thing what we was having the drug part. So we were using beta blockers. So beta blockers. Again, I will use OR as the Boolean terms because I am happy to have all the studies who are putting beta blockers or carvedilol in their title. The next thing what we will write, propranolol or carvedilol. Let me correct it. Now, sometimes we have to write non-selective beta blocker in a title. So we can also write use or non-selective beta blocker in this way. Or if you want, you can write again the full form, non-selective beta blocker. Can you repeat add to history? Yes, we are doing now. So click on add, it will come to your query box. Then if you click down, it was search initially. If you click down on it, it will show add to history. Click on add to history. So what will happen? It will give me the second set of results. It is again around more than 1 lakh. Now I want to combine this both the search in one shot. So what I will do, again, go up. See over here, we have #1, #2. We use this code only, #1 and 2. Now you people answer me what Boolean term I have to use now if I want to combine these two. Any guesses? And perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Now I will put one Boolean term that is and. Why I'm putting this thing? Because I want research papers with the title having all of these terms. Now I will click on add to history. Now it gave me a set of 1000 articles. Are you all following me? I hope we are all on the same page only. Okay. Now we have to ignore this #1, #2. We have to click on #3. Click on it. You will get all your papers over here. 1547 results. This is what you desire to have in the beginning. Now, as we are planning a meta-analysis, I want to focus on RCTs only. So I will click on randomized control, right? So here we have multiple options. If you can see, we have first option, that is text availability, that is abstract, free full text or full text. But for the meta-analysis, we should have a proper paper, the entire paper, so we can have access to tables, diagram for data extraction. So you can click on free full text. If you are focusing on the conference publication of some novel ideas, then you can go with the abstract part also. But for us, we are not putting too much filters. We will remove all these filters as such of now. And for the time period, always focus on the last 5 years. So what we will do, we will decrease this timeline period. Suppose I want studies from 2017 to till now. Okay, now I want to focus on only our cities. Click on our cities. Now, initially, how much papers we have? 1545. In the end, how much paper we have? 25. Is that clear? Any doubts till now? Others? You have to play with Boolean terms. You should know all the terms of your field. You must apply all the filters over here. If you are not good with this bar code, then come down. We can apply direct publication here, over here, 5 years. Now we got around 18 results. Can you repeat what part you want to be repeat exactly? The entire PubMed thing? Okay. So what we will do, let me go back from here only. So this is what it was initially. What are more terms for hepatic encephalopathy? You can write HE as such. Either you can write hepatic whole thing or write HE in short. Okay. So we were around this part. So let me remove all those things. Okay. We got a lot of things. Okay. So initially what we were searching for liver cirrhosis. Go to liver cirrhosis. Write or use or as the Boolean terms, because I am happy to have all these terms in my title. Liver cirrhosis, compensate cirrhosis, again or decompensate cirrhosis. Okay, this is my first term of set. Add. Don't click on search. Just come nearby. Option will come. Click on add to history. This is your first set of result. Now I want a beta blocker thing. Now beta blocker. Again use the Boolean terms, that is or. Carvedilol or propranolol. Or how can we write? Non-selective beta blocker, or we can write like full form, non-selective beta blockers, because many researchers, what they will do, they will write only an SBB, or they might write the entire full form. So why to skip all the titles what we can get? So put all the known terms what you know. Then click on add to history. You will get your second set of result over here. Now what we can do, we have to combine these two terms, what we have searched. So #1 and #2. These two hashtags we have to combine together. Suppose I'm combining now #1, put and as a Boolean because I'm happy to have all these things in my title. Then #2, add to history. Articles, what we got around is 932. Click on 932. Okay, now I need only randomized control trial for my meta-analysis of the last 5 years. If you can see in your left screen, we have multiple options over here. Text availability, article type, publication date. So I will take last 5 years and I will take all randomized control trials. Now, in the end, after applying the filters, how many articles we left with? Only 13. Is it not necessary to include all PubMed mesh terms for a given keywords? Mesh terms are for very specific keywords like liver cirrhosis, but we can't put other terms also. So that's the drawback of using mesh terms. Mesh terms are for proper medical terms that are available worldwide. So if I put a mesh term, I might avoid getting the proper or more number of studies in my initial search. So in the initial search, try to get as much as possible publications or papers for your study. I hope your question is clear, Joylin, now. Okay. Now, in the end, how many studies are we left with? 13 results. So our next step will be like what? We have to transfer the same to our Excel sheet. So I can read the abstract, I can do the data extraction. So how to do that part? Click on send to. I hope you all have Zotero with you all. Click on send to your citation manager. Then this option will come in your screen. Click on all result. If I click on all this part, suppose in initial search, how many studies you got? You got around more than 1,000. But in this paper, on the first paper, I have access to only 20 results. Suppose, okay, let me show you practically. Let me remove this 5-year filter and let me remove this RCT. Okay, now we have how much? 177 results. But on the initial page, we have how many studies? Only 10. Please make a note. While taking the same into your Excel sheet, you should know what you are taking first. Initially, how much result I got? 177. But on this paper, I have only 10 studies over here. So if I click on this part, send to citation manager, if I click on this part, on this page, I will get only 10 studies, but I need all the search part, what I searched. So what to do now? Click on it, select all results. What I found. Now create a file. Now I got my Zotero PubMed file. So what to do now? Go to your Zotero. I hope you all have Zotero with you all. It will appear like this on your screen. Go to the file, go to import. First option is perfectly fine for us. Next, go to your Word file, click on PubMed. What file we got? And next, it is importing. Now, initially, we had around 177 studies, and how much we got now? 177 in our Zotero. Any doubts till now? Any doubts? You can use Manly if you want to use, but I feel for Mac users, you also have Zotero. Can you please repeat? It's Zotero, not Zotero. It's Zotero, Z. Okay. So what I did, this is your PubMed search initially, around 177 results. Yes, we are doing. So go to the, come to the send to, click on citation manager. The same box will appear on your screen. Initially, it will show the first option. Click on it, select all results, click on create the file. It will take your file to the Zotero automatically over here. Okay, let me do the same again. It is downloading, download it. Now what to do? Go to Zotero. Again, open Zotero, go to file option, go to import option. First option is well fine to go. Click on next, download, select your file, then open. Yes. All imported, click on finish. If you want, you can rename it also. Suppose I want to write Clement class. And
Siddheesh,
okay.
one sec.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Dr. Uwasan is telling that please give the clear instructions before starting the class so we have the applications installed in our laptop. See, this is not necessary to install right now because we will have the Jotaro manager class or the Mendeley at the end. Don't worry about that. This is like how you are getting. Okay, so this class is getting more advanced and covering a little bit about the upcoming class. Okay, so Jotaro installation is not required right now. It will be done later. Okay, those things will be told in the class of reference management. Okay, so it was not necessary to have the software installed right now in your laptop. You can get it done, and you can definitely this will be repeated when you are having the class on reference management. Okay, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Go ahead, please, Dr. Siddheesh.
Okay. Now the next thing, my aim is to get my entire data in my Excel sheet. Simple. So what I will do now, I will right click on the ClearMed class. Now I will go to the export collection, click on export collection. I want CSV file only for my part. Then okay, I will go to download only and I will save over there. Now my file is saved. Go to your download and click on your Excel sheet. So I got all my data in Excel sheet for my data extraction. Next step. So I got key, item type, publication, authors, title, publication. But what I want for my data extraction is like authors, title, DOI, and abstract. So let me expand it for you all. So I can see, in abstract, let me show you. I got the entire abstract in my Excel sheet for all the studies what I was searching. So this is how you perform your literature search for the PubMed. And further on, if you want to go further with data extraction, what you can do, you can put up or make more columns into it, and you can put whether the study is good to go or not for your study or for your meta-analysis by reading this abstract only. So once you confirm this abstract is fine to go for as per my Pico, then you can go for the entire paper in the end. So I hope this part is clear. How to export into Word. Don't use Word Aftab. It will make you more confused. In Word, it will not come like this. Excel part, I didn't understand. Okay, so let me repeat it once again for you all. So what you will do once you once you import your database search to your Zotero, what we can do next step is like click on your file. Click is right click. Okay, then go to your export collection. Click on export collection. Your format will come like CSV. Let it be CSV and click on OK. It will ask for the file name. Let me write as repeat. Save. Now it is automatically saved. Go to your download folder or any place. Now click on this. You will get your Excel sheet in the proper format. So PubMed will give me the entire things in one together. But for our data extraction, we don't need such many parts. So what we can do, we can remove things that we don't require. Only give authors, title, DOI, or if you want, you can go with URL and you can go with the abstract part that is more important for us. Others you can remove as such. So what is the benefit now? I got all the abstract in one shot. Let me enlarge it for you all. I got all the studies with their abstract. So what I can do now, I can just go through it. I can read my abstract. I can tell whether this study is good to go or not for my meta-analysis. If it is good to go, then what will happen? I will go to the entire paper and I will do the data extraction, whatever I needed with my Pico. I hope PubMed part is clear to all of you. Any doubts? What is that hashtag? Where is the hashtag? Oh, this is nothing, just the lack of space. That's it. That's it, nothing much. Mahesh, we can have a different Zoom meeting for your confusion. What about others? Any doubts for till now? Or with respect to PubMed or by using how to put all those things? Okay. So the next thing what we have is the Embase search. So PubMed is done. Okay, one more thing that is very important nowadays, if you are trying to submit systematic review or meta-analysis or any proper review article to a proper journal or any Scopus index journal also, nowadays they are asking for the literature search word files also. So how to make, I will show you right now. So nothing to be done. Go to your word file first. Now this will be your word file first. Change to landscape and insert 3 tables in this way. This will be your serial number. This will be your PubMed code and number of studies. I hope you all are following me properly now. So what to do for this part if they are asking to you? Then again go to your PubMed, come to your filters where you applied all the filters. This one, 1, 2, and 3. So what we have to do, click on first part, you will get all the codes over here. So just copy paste all the codes just above the translation. Select, copy your first code, go to your word file, put in PubMed code. This is your first part, serial number 1 and number of studies, how much I got, I can see. 145236. 145236. The same we have to follow for our next step also, second and third. For the second, what to do? Go to your PubMed, come to your second hashtag, click on it. This is your code. Select from this, just above the translation, stop it, copy it, go to your word file, just paste it, and write number of studies over here. Let's suppose it is N. For the third part again, go to your PubMed, click on your 1 and 2, just copy it, just above the translation. Copy, go to your word file and paste it. This is how you have to prepare a word file for journal submission. The same thing will go for Embase also. I hope this part is clear. Any doubts? Any doubts till now?
Okay,
Others?
I will open the people to speak. Yes, guys, you can even speak to Dr. Siddheesh and you can discuss whatever your questions are, whatever your doubts are. Please open your mic and you can speak. Dr. Siddheesh, you also have to.
No doubt, sir.
Hello, sir, can you suggest some app for Mac users which are free? Hello?
Oh, I got muted. Okay. You can try for Zotero once because my friends are using Zotero on Mac desktops. So you can use it once. Just try it once.
No, it's not coming. I tried, so.
Then let me talk to my friends once about the same. Then I can get back to you.
Sure, thank you.
I'm not sure about the Mac part.
I think Jotero is useful in the Mac also. I remember a few of our friends are using Mac in Manipal and Jotero in Mac. Or then if not Mac, then definitely Mendeley. Mendeley is free of cost as well.
No, sir, it's showing paid. And Zotero is not coming. Zotero and mainly it's like the combination of the app is there, but that is for paid.
Is Mendeley not free for everyone?
Yeah, sir, it's not free for
Sir,
everyone.
sorry for the inconvenience. Sir, there is a website where we can freely download the Mendeley. There is an option for
No, as I remember, Mendeley is free of cost. Online Mendeley is free of cost for everyone.
Even software is free for everyone. My friends are using. I
Yes,
can.
Mendeley is free of cost for everyone. I don't know what type of charges you are getting in the MacBook, but Mendeley is free of cost for everyone. I remember that. Mendeley
Is
and
it this mainly web importer?
yes.
Okay. So thanks. I'll check it. Thank you.
So any doubts with respect to PubMed part first? Anyone? Others? What about this word file part? No doubts? Okay. So I think we can move on now. So the next part, what we have is the Embase search. So I will show you first part over here. Now for the Embase, you have to use your library intranet services. You cannot use your internet service to use Embase, or otherwise you have to pay for it. So go to your library and use your university intranet services for the same. So if you click on it, Embase welcome. You have to create your login first with the help of your intranet services. But somehow I am able to get some screenshots for it. So let me open my OneNote. So here it is. So once you log in into your into your Embase website, so it will appear like this. So let me change color. Okay. So first thing first, you have to log in into your portal through your internet services. Then it will appear like this in your screen. I hope you can see it properly. This is how Embase will look like in your screen. Any doubts? Can you hear me?
Yeah, no doubts. We can see
Okay.
the screen.
Okay. So this is how it will appear on your screen. The first thing first. For search option. Now the way we searched in the PubMed, the same way you have to search in the Embase also by using three Boolean terms, that is or, and not. These three terms you can use same like PubMed. Now, let's suppose I wrote here about liver cirrhosis. Suppose I wrote like this, liver cirrhosis or decompensate cirrhosis or compensate cirrhosis. It is showing around more than 2 lakh results over here. So click on show. So as you click on show, you will get to this screen. I hope this is visible properly to all of you. Go to the Embase, create the login, just like PubMed, right in the broad search term area. Suppose I wrote about the liver cirrhosis. I got around how much? More than 2 lakh studies. Click on show. So as on you click on the show option, you will get the new screen. It is showing around 2,16,000 studies for the same, and I'm getting the code over here in the first part. Let me zoom it for you all so you can see properly. I hope it's visible to all of you now. I'm getting #1, same like PubMed. Now I have to put the second part, that is beta blocker thing. So what to do now? Click on this search option. This option is coming over here. Let me change the pen. This option is coming here, search option. Click on this search option. You will get back to your main screen, but this screen will never get affected. So don't worry about the same part. Click on search option. So as you click on the search option, so what will happen next? You will get back to the main search part. Now write your second set of search options like beta blocker, carvedilol or propranolol. It is showing how much? More than 3.5 lakh studies to me. So what to do now? Click on show result. As you click on this show result, again this screen will appear in front of your screen. Now it is containing two hashtags, 1 and 2, same like PubMed, nothing is changing. So what to do now? We have to combine it like PubMed. So what we will do, take your cursor and tick on this and tick on this. So what will happen? As you can see, this combine option is not activated. So as soon as you click on these two options, so what will happen? It will get activated and you can use your one Boolean term, whether you want to use and or want to use or. So suppose I tick 1 and 2. So what will happen next? This combine by button will get activated. I hope you all can see. Now I selected 1 and 2. It got activated. I select and as the coding term. Now click on search. You will find your results out of it. But same like PubMed, we can apply many filters over here. In the left of the screen, you can see multiple options are there. Age, gender, study type, publication type, titles, publication year, all those things. But as we all know that we are focusing on the RCTs only. So what to do now? Click on the study types. Suppose you click on the study types. I selected randomized control trial. That what I wanted for my meta-analysis. Suppose. Now I took only RCTs now. So what will happen? If you can just see, my number of paper automatically decreased. Initially what we have done, we have combined all these two together, 1 and 2. So how much we have? We have around more than 5.5 lakh studies. So as soon as I combine these two terms, so how much I got? In the end, 4860 studies only. Same like PubMed, nothing is different. We got around how much? 4860 results. Once I combine 1 and 2. Now suppose I want to apply a filter for RCTs. So what I will do, I will click on study types. Click on study types. You will get multiple options over here. What type of study you want to make a filter? RCT it is, control clinical trials, practice guidelines, or you want cohort analysis, you want prospective studies. But our aim was RCTs as per our Picos. So I click on RCT. Then apply this filter. As soon as you click on RCT, click on apply. This will apply filter to your search area. Then you will get one more hashtag, that is number 4. And now how much studies I got in the end? Then in the end, how much studies I got? Only 326. I hope you all can see it clearly. So once I put all the filters, in the end, I got around how much? 326 studies. Over here. Any doubts till now? It is going same like PubMed.
I have a doubt.
Yes, please.
When we combined 1 and 2 hashtags
Okay.
and selected and, where do we put search? Like, where is the search option?
Okay.
So after putting and,
If we are starting, write your
no,
first
not here.
set of keywords.
Not here. After combining first and second hashtags.
Okay.
So here we combined first and 2 and we selected and. After that, where do we click search?
And no, see what will happen. No, wait, I will tell you what will happen. You have to choose one option, and or. It is not coming from my choice. It is coming from the Embase only. Automatically and will be activated. If you want, you can activate or. So what I did, I put my key terms, I searched my proper studies. Now what I will do, I will click on first, then I will click on 2. So as soon as I click on this two part, so what will happen? This combine option will automatically activate it. Suppose I click on 1 and 2. So next what will happen? This option will get activated. It is like grayish over here. Now it changed to bluish color. That means it is activated. Now this and, if you can just see in the and, we have an orange dot over here. That means this is automatically from the Embase. You have to put and. If not, you can just select or. That's it. But you have to put one Boolean term.
So immediately the results will change as soon as we put the and.
Yes.
Okay.
So now what we are doing, let me make it clear. In the first part, liver cirrhosis part, I am getting how much studies? It is around more than 2 lakh. Okay. In the second part, in the second set of search, I'm getting how much studies? More than 3.5 lakh. But what I want will not be there in hashtag 1 or hashtag 2. In my study titles, I want both of them to be together. I want titles of the study containing all together, whether liver cirrhosis or beta blocker on all the related terms. That's why we applied and as the Boolean term over there.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, others? Others, any doubt? Okay. Then let me apply the filter. So I click on study types. I got randomized control trial. So I click on randomized control trial, go up, click on the apply option. So what will happen? It will apply the filter automatically. Now in the end, how much papers I got around? 326. Now I can guarantee this 326 articles will be all about liver cirrhosis, beta blockers, and all will be RCTs only. Now, the same thing like PubMed, we have to make Excel sheet out of it. So what to do for this part? I will show you. Now, if you can just focus on this part, select number of studies. If you can, little bit shifted over here and there. If you can just see this option is there, select number of items. So if I click on it, again, PubMed rule we have to follow. In the end, how much studies I got after applying the filter? 326. So I have to select that number only directly. Click on the select number of items over here. You will get a list like this. Click on total number of paper what you were getting initially after applying the filter. That was 326. Click on it. Then what we have to do? We have to click on export. This option is over here only. Here. Okay, and for Embase, there is no need for Zotero. It will automatically give you the well-arranged Excel sheet. Now, as soon as I click on all the studies, what I wanted, click on export. Now, this will appear in front of your screen. Let me minimize it. It will appear like this. Now, suppose I want only abstract, title, author's name, URL, and DOI, and publication year. So as per that, I can select all those things, what I want for my Excel sheet. Select all those things and click on export. But make a point, always go with the column option. Don't go with the row option. I will show you why. We have two options. Always go with the column one, not with the row one. I will show you. Suppose I go with the row one. I click on export. It will show next option like this to download it. Click on it. You will get your Excel sheet. Now, once you are working on data extraction, you need to be in a systematic way. Now I click on row. If you can recall, I just click on row over here, not on the column. So what happened with us now? All data came in the row part. Title, source, abstract. All the data is over here for one single study. But during data extraction, we have to shift all those things in the column. I want all those things to be in column, not in the row. So what to do? We can go again to a download part, export part, click on column. Click on export. Again, click on download. What will happen? You will get a new Excel sheet. Your titles, your source, your abstract. Read the abstract, same like PubMed. Read the abstract, check whether this article is suitable or not. If it is, then go for an entire paper, take tables, data extraction you can perform. Any doubts till now? Others? This is how Embase works like. Same like PubMed, but you have to access it through your intranet services, not through the internet services. Others? So thank you so much everyone for your time and patience. Intranet is like what your college is using.
Hello guys, so I hope all the doubts are cleared. If you have any doubts, please tell. Please ask your questions to Dr. Siddheesh. Intranet is given especially by the colleges, by the universities, with the subscriptions. Okay, they usually have the subscriptions to the journals, to the publishers, to the databases, and then they provide the logins. And even if you are the part of the college, you can get through the Wi-Fi or get through the internet cables. If you open these all the subscription channels or the journals or the databases, it will be free of cost for you, and you don't have to pay for that. So we usually have the Manipal intranet, where we all get everything free. All the journals, around more than 30,000 journals, are free of cost and subscribed to all the users in the university, all the students, all the academicians, all the researchers. Okay, so guys, if no questions, then thank you very much. And tomorrow I'll be taking the class. Okay, so see you tomorrow, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Siddheesh, for wonderful session, wonderful enlightening session on literature search. Thank you. Take care, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, good night, sir.
Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night.